This is a Mouth Jobs podcast.
Hey friends, I'm back with another fun fact for you on this Tur Day.
Tur Day?
Yeah, yes, Tur Day.
Oh.
Wow. It's actually a Tuesday, and apparently named after the Norse god Tyr, or Tyr, T-Y-R. How would you pronounce that?
T-Y-R?
Yeah.
Tire.
Tyr, Tyr.
Tear.
Tyr. Because you shed a tear on a Tuesday because it's a work day.
Exactly.
That's fair enough. But did you know it's actually considered one of the most productive days of the work week? Yes,
According
I said.
to who?
According to Professor Google.
Well, it's true then.
Yeah, I mean, we're filming today, so I guess we're being productive.
Yeah, productive. I did pronounce it as productive before.
Productive? Oh, wow.
What productive does.
Very productive day.
And then Wednesday is post-productive.
Yeah.
Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.
Howdy, let's get rowdy and welcome back to another edition of Wrong Answers Only, the Quizmeisters After Show, where we dissect last week's quiz and most importantly, listen to what you have to say about it. But my goodness gracious me, something is different this week. We are joined once again. We have a recurring guest.
Oh my
is it?
God.
It's me, the repeat offender.
It's Danielle.
Wow.
Danielle is
Superhero
here.
name.
Danielle has joined us again. And of course, I am Oscar, joined by my usual co-host,
Julian.
and what was your name again?
My name is Caden.
Hayden. Nice of you to be here, man. Thank
Nice to meet you again.
Thanks. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How's your Tuesday going? This is coming
it's
out on a
not-
Monday for everyone, but how's
Yeah.
your Tuesday going?
Well, this is from the future. And yeah, no, my Tuesday is not very productive. I've been battling Apple logins for most of the morning.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's okay.
Cool, man.
We're going to get through it.
Cool. Danielle, can you remind everyone what your role is at Quizmeisters for those who don't remember from a couple of episodes ago?
One of the most terrifying roles in any kind of company. I'm HR. But I also am the talent and onboarding coordinator, so
Thank fuck.
multiple hats there. I hire the people and I fire the people,
There it is.
Wow.
sometimes in that order.
Hey, that's fine. That's cool with me. That's all right with me.
Have you ever done the opposite order?
I mean, I've like anti-fired someone who wanted to be a host, but they gave me too much cheek.
We call that wedding someone.
What?
What?
When you anti-fire them. Yeah.
Wedding or
Oh.
wetting?
Wetting
Oh, I
with
thought
an
wedding,
anti-
and
we
I
call that
just-
wedding
It's like
someone.
we marry them.
But you do that as well, right?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
those services are also
I
available.
marry so many people. I am.
Give people context
I don't
for
know if
that.
that's legal.
Danielle's just the most married woman in
It's
Brisbane.
true. So in Australia, not just in Brisbane, polygamy is illegal. So I personally don't marry them. I do sign all of the wedding certificates,
That's
but
sick.
in an official capacity, I'm an agent of the Attorney General's office as a marriage celebrant.
You see, this is cool. This is why we have podcasts like this. We get to Julia. What's your cool thing? What's your cool?
Yeah, you like
rate?
an agent?
Yeah. What do you do?
Ooh.
I build hostels in Europe.
Yeah. You see, that's a fun thing. Caden, what's your fun
I'm
thing?
an agent of chaos.
Nice,
Ooh.
dude. Nice.
You are the problem, full stop.
Yeah, cool, man. Hey, everyone, we got our slushies in today. Cheers, everyone.
Yep,
Happy
delicious
Tuesday.
slushies.
Happy
Ching, ching.
Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Have a good one.
Oh, God.
It's so, it's a lot of
Gets
work
me every
to be
time.
in here, in the room, and then go upstairs and fall through the vent.
Yeah,
Just
every
to come back
time.
out.
We've
But I
got
gotta
to
do
get
it.
that hole fixed, man.
No, it's good. I like it. All right. Hi, everyone. Wrong answers only coming in. Wrong answers coming in to wrong answers only.
That's nice.
The quiz in question is, of course, last week's,
The
whatever.
week.
I don't
The
fucking
week
know.
we're talking about.
Average score, very low for this one, 39.39
Oh.
at my venue.
Whoa.
Now, that was with some tougher questions, which we might talk about maybe that we subbed out. So hopefully things were a little bit easier once they got to you out there in the world. But yeah, pretty tough one. So if you didn't do as well, if you didn't do as hot this week, that's okay. That's maybe
We understand.
We understand. It's forgivable. Just do better next week, I swear to God. All right, next up, some answers for us. We had okay. So one of the
Strange
questions that I liked, yeah, that one was
No wonder the quiz was so tough.
They did the bup, bup, bup,
Kato
bup.
just made noises for 45 minutes and we had to write stuff down.
I thought people would get it. I thought they'd like it.
It's not how words work.
yeah,
You just make
that's true.
noises.
That's true. We just make noises.
We had this question. Identify the 3 movies from their foreign titles that have been translated back into English. Now, the second one, have you seen this question?
No, this would be
No.
brand new for Danielle. We
Okay.
can test
Brand
it
new.
on Danielle.
All right.
All right. A. Electronic murderer from Poland.
Electronic murderer from Poland. From Polish. Okay.
This is the Polish title that we've
Okay.
translated
Okay.
back to English.
Electronic murderer. Do I get a context for like the genre?
You do not.
I think
But we
you will know
can.
the movie.
I think we can assume that the genre of electronic murder is rom-com.
yeah,
Maybe like a period
a
drama.
Pixar animated
I'm
film.
thinking,
perhaps.
okay. Electronic murder. The Matrix?
Not
No.
too far off.
The Matrix,
2?
Reloaded? Hard pass.
It's the Terminator.
Oh.
Now, B is what I'm...
B is an interesting one.
Okay.
This is the Mexican title for it's Vaseline.
And that is, of course, the noise that Vaseline makes when you
Yeah.
scoop it out of the jar. Vaseline. I'm thinking flubber.
That is a
that's
very
exactly
good
what I
guess.
said. That's
Wow.
exactly what I
All right.
said.
Well, good result. So I had at my show, I had one team write The Substance, which I thought was very
Oh,
funny.
Yes.
okay. Yeah.
They were just like, I don't know, what is
The sludge.
Vaseline?
That's something.
It's a substance.
I guess. But yeah, I had 2 teams write flubber, and I thought, that's so crazy. Who would say that? And then you two both
Yeah,
wrote
no,
flubber.
it was us. I'm pretty sure we were
Why?
there. Yeah, why? Because
Because it's just like, it's goop.
it's goop.
And it's a
good.
one-word
It's
title.
goop.
Yeah,
It's one
yeah.
word.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Well, yeah. The answer, of course, Julian.
Greece.
Oh, yuck. I hate
Weird.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Vaseline lightning, I'm going to the Vaselina,
oh, Vaselina.
Wow.
That's really good.
That's good stuff. But yeah, the people picked flubber, so probably a lot of
Yeah.
flubbers going down out there. And Julian,
Flubbergasted.
can you give us C just because it's such a delight?
It's amazing. C is cloudy, possible precipitation in the form of dumplings.
Amazing. And that is, of course, not a movie at all. That is Fruit Salad by The Wiggles.
The Wiggles?
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. 5 points.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's either that or Matrix Resurrected or whatever the other one is. But yeah, that one I really quite enjoyed. Name these films. There was a fun one there where one of the scenes ended in someone offering someone else the keys for a car in game night, I believe. And one team wrote, Dude, Where's My Car? Which I thought was really funny because like the scenes with them being like, yeah, it's like a murder mystery, man. We're doing like a games night thing with a murder mystery. And then there's one line about keys. And they were like, well,
That's
got
it.
it. We got
figured
it.
up.
It's also funny that the plot of Dude, Where's My Car is them looking for their car.
And at no point in the movie do they
And someone
actually
just goes,
pass
oh,
the
here's your keys, bro.
Here is the
Someone
car.
goes like, I have the car, I have the keys. Everything has been accounted for. 6 different teams wrote Glass Onion for that one, which makes sense
wow.
because it's a guy
Yeah.
being like, it's like a fake murder mystery, which is kind of the plot of that movie.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
ensemble cast.
Yes, sorry, and there's very, very much an ensemble cast. And one team wrote Fast and Furious, which again is just I like.
There is a
they're
car
Like,
in
I don't know. They
movie.
mentioned a car. What do you want from me?
Which
It has
Fast
to
and
be
Furious?
Fast and Furious. Reloaded.
Of course. Of course.
Then they had we had born in 1937. Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to ever go where? Thoughts, Danielle?
Insane.
She was
To the
the
state.
first.
to
She
the
was a
state
woman,
The
Minister.
so-
original loony.
Well, the real answer, Oscar, is
I always get this wrong. I always answer, she went into like the Atlantic or she flew over the Atlantic or something. But that's
Amelia
incorrect.
Earhart?
Yeah, the Amelia did something.
that's true. And what did Amelia Earhart do?
She was the second woman to go insane.
She got eaten by coconut crabs.
She did get eaten by
Did
coconut
she?
crabs. Yeah.
What'd she do that for?
I don't know.
Because she misunderstood how to make a pina colada.
Oh, I see. Not coconut. No.
Anyway.
What did she do?
She was the first woman to go to space.
Oh, okay, cool.
But we had, which I think these are very reasonable answers. I don't think this is a bad call by any means, but we had a few teams say Antarctica, a few teams say the North Pole, and a few people say Mount Everest.
So they just think that she's cold.
She's
She's
no
just a
matter
cold
what, they were
woman.
like, this
Or she's
woman-
really warm.
Yeah.
She's just trying to cool down.
Neutralize your body temperature.
Yeah, they were like, this woman is either very high up in the air or she's cold. It's one of those options is where she's gone. Now we had a question. It's probably not worth Oscar, you can cut this if it doesn't work. But we had a question there that was, it actually got cut. We took it out, but Julian had one in there that we liked, but it just was a little bit too hard for the quiz about the emotion.
Oh, yeah. I love this question.
Oh, yeah.
we had,
This is good. This
we
is
could
good
try
stuff.
this. We could play this out because the people haven't heard it. So yeah, we can give it a go. But the question was, in the 1980s, psychologist Robert Plutchik attempted to categorize human emotions. According to his theory, what are the 8 primary emotions?
Ooh.
Now, keeping in
That
mind,
theoretically all other emotions can be traced back to.
Like foundational emotions.
yeah. And just
Like
so you're
primary
ready
colours.
for it, these are dumb as fuck.
just so you're
Just in
aware.
case you were trying to make it like make sense and be good, I don't think that it is.
Oh, I mean, there's 9 key characters in Inside Out
It's a
2.
good place.
This is where I.
This
It's a
is
good place.
You're the
to start
first
with.
person
Let's
that
go.
I.
Let's do it.
Give it a go.
All right, so I'm thinking like joy or
Correct.
happiness,
All right, ding,
anger,
ding.
sadness, ding,
Ding.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry. I'm trying to highlight them.
jealousy.
That is the one that everyone in the office has guessed, but it's unfortunately not on there.
That's concerning that we're all thinking jealousy.
Yeah.
Says a lot about the office.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Office UK. Have we said fear
No, but that's on there.
or like
Ding.
scary things?
That's
Ding, ding.
ding.
You're crushing this,
You are
Danielle.
doing,
Yeah,
well. You're
you-
doing
I have-
Better than anyone in the office.
better than anyone in the office or anyone at my test show.
Oh, I would think in HR I'd be pretty good with emotions.
Yeah, good.
Fear, envy. I mean, I'm gonna put on ennui, but
Yeah,
but
ennui.
as a not real one because I just like saying ennui.
Yeah, it's just
Look,
nice to say. Let's all give
I
it
will-
a go.
I will-
3, 2, 1.
Ennui?
Beautiful.
Oh, wait.
Hmm.
And now, shit. I should have said on 3, on we. That would have been nice. Anyway, moving on.
I was just going to say, what do you think the opposite of jealousy would be?
Pride.
That's a pretty good
Good
guess.
answer. Not on there.
It's
enough.
wrong.
No, not where I was going, but
Love.
no, not that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Lust.
No.
Also not on there. I think you should reveal
Yeah.
the stupid ones.
The
I
ones
think
we're
Danielle got the
missing.
cool
So
ones.
we'll start with ones that. Okay, so I guess they're all pretty dumb. Disgust.
Oh, of course.
That's the other
Disgust
inside
is
out
like
one.
that's like okay, all right, I can work with that. Then we have anticipation, just foolish.
That is.
Surprise. Surprise as an emotion is
Surprise
interesting.
is a reaction,
And
not
lastly,
an emotion.
yeah, exactly. And lastly, trust.
Boo.
Yeah, surprise
Incorrect.
is
For trust.
Incorrect.
I hate trust.
I hate it.
trust.
All my homies hate trust, man.
Yeah, wow.
This office hates trust.
I'm glad we got rid of that question.
Yeah, it was quite tough. People found it difficult, but some of the answers I got for that, one team wrote some real ones, and then at the end they wrote dopey, sleepy, and doc, which I
Yes.
thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I would credit that.
Yeah, a couple teams wrote confused, which I thought was pretty funny because I don't know if they were like, well, what are we all feeling in this moment?
Yeah.
What emotion are we feeling very much right now? And then, we also had a few people guess lust, and a couple teams just wrote horny, which I really
Yeah.
liked.
Yeah.
Just to be thinking that this guy in the 50s or whatever was like, yeah,
That's
horny.
primal.
I'm
It
horned
is
up.
definitely a root emotion.
There it is. There it is.
Okay, and I have one more question, one
we
more
go.
couple answers. And this is for Name These 10. It was Name These 10 people that turn invisible or characters that turn invisible this week. It's a very good one. I like it a lot. And in that one, we had, who was this one? Oh, no, I don't remember. I've written down the answers,
it's
but I don't
difficult
remember
when you
what
can't
they-
see any of
That's
them.
true. In this moment, I actually can't see any of the characters.
It's just staring at a blank document. He's like, I can't fucking see him.
God damn it.
No context.
Oh.
That's so good.
We had the guy from Monsters Inc. Someone wrote
Randall.
Someone wrote lizard guy.
Lizard guy.
I always appreciate a
We
test.
love lizard guy.
Someone just going like, I'm just gonna give it a go. Like just Hail Mary. Maybe his name's Lizard Guy. Maybe I'll just get the point.
I mean, like
don't know.
Superman is just a Superman,
Yes,
so
yeah.
I see the logic.
Yeah. And then we had, for Violet from The Incredibles, they said Invisible Girl. I think that
Again.
was for her. Another one, I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're right.
Yeah,
That's a
technically.
girl. She's
Elastigirl,
invisible. Yeah.
Invisible Girl.
Invisible Girl, Elastigirl makes a lot of sense. And the last one, my favorite one, was Sue Storm from The Fantastic Four, as played by Jessica Alba. And this team wrote Fantastic Alba.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome.
Did
That is
any-
awesome.
Did anybody write my father?
Ooh.
Not like my father. My father is very present in my life.
Good.
We actually had three people write Danielle's father.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Straight to HR.
It's good.
Yeah.
This is good wrap.
Good answers. Good answers
Good
this
answers,
week, guys.
kids.
Keep those answers coming. And if you're a host out there or a player and you did a dumbass answer that you'd like to share, please let us know.
Thank you. Please.
All right.
We
Well,
want your
guys,
dumbass.
We want your dumbass.
We
straight
love
to
your
HR.
dumbass.
We love. Okay, well, I'm out of here.
Goodbye, Kaden.
Bye, Kaden.
Goodbye, Kaden.
Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the pod.
Thanks,
the vibes
man.
are high. I will see you later on.
I've never been more ready in my life.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
What's happening, Julian?
I've been waiting so long for this week, okay? I've been waiting pretty much the entire time I've worked here to be given the platform to talk about micronations.
It's Micronation week, everyone.
Oh,
Oscar, can I get a Micronation week?
Wiki micronation in the owl.
Oh my God, that was so much better than I expected.
whoa. Bringing a micronation into a house.
I don't know who that was.
So
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about micronations. I've been obsessed with this for like months now, but somehow it's just one of those questions that kept getting rearranged and bumped and cut, and this is the first week that it's finally
Made it to the quiz.
made it into the quiz. So
Can you explain what a micronation
Yeah,
is?
for some of us
those
who
don't
famously
know.
failed geography.
a micronation is pretty much tiny like counties or provinces or sometimes even just like a piece of land that basically independently declare themselves to be a sovereign state, even though most of the time they don't have any legal standing or recognition. It's really just like
A self-declaration?
a self-declaration.
Like
yeah.
a commune?
Very much like a commune, yeah. Some, like a lot of the time, not always.
Cults.
Is Quizmeisters a micronation?
We could be.
Do
Can
we?
we put that to step?
I said
Where's-
we should deify it.
Yeah, no, episode 1. Okay, okay.
Like, where's our parameter of it? Is it the office, or is it kind of? Does it go with you as a person? Like, do you carry
Yeah, do
like
you-
the?
I don't think that's ever been attempted, but you could.
We can be the first
It's
one,
just
Danielle.
like snail life
Yeah, I
my
am.
ni- my
I am the
micronation.
micronation.
in my backpack.
So this specific micronation that I'm talking about this week is the Principality of Hutt River.
I'm with it.
And it was a micronation within Western Australia
Oh,
for
very
more than
close.
50 years.
Wow. So
Okay.
wait, it's
Yeah,
no longer a thing?
I'm feeling a butt.
It's unfortunately not, but
Okay, okay.
we'll get to that. This
Yeah,
is
okay.
this is a full-on story time with
I'm
Julian
listening. I'm
this
listening.
week.
Let's go.
Story
Would you
time
like to-
with Julian.
Would you like to start with the story, or would you like to start with the question?
Let's hear the question from the quiz okay, for all the listeners at home, and then we can get into it.
So the Principality of Hutt River was a micronation within Western Australia for more than 50 years with a national monarchy, currency, and passports.
Incredible.
Which of the following national features was not established?
Okay.
A, a national constitution. B, a national education curriculum. C, an embassy in Dubai. Or D, a declaration of war on Australia.
Oh, they 100% had D. They were just like, "Fuck you, Australia." Oh, sorry, can we say that on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it, why not?
Someone's going to clip that, though. Someone's going to have a clip of you saying that. I don't know. Interesting.
I'm thinking the education. Because do you know how hard it is to come up with a goddamn curriculum? That is why I specifically left my teaching degree to do an arts degree, and look where I ended up.
And Quizmeisters.
You
The
are,
micronation of Quizmeisters.
you're absolutely correct.
Well done,
And,
crushed it.
Nick said the exact same thing in the test of this quiz. He said it's way too much effort for them to do an education curriculum, but they did have a constitution, and they did declare war. But I'll circle back to the beginning. Okay, so it all starts with Leonard. What's this guy's name? Leonard Castley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Leonard Castley. Let me scroll to my rabbit hole here. So this guy left school at 14.
That's why it doesn't have an education curriculum in it.
Exactly. Although he described himself as a mathematician and a physicist,
He would.
and he also claimed to have written articles for NASA.
Which
Obviously not true. That's just my little tidbit of
Yeah.
what a kind of bizarre character this guy was.
Well, he could have written them, but whether they were published or not.
true.
I'm sure he wrote
I've
them,
written
yeah.
for the New York Times.
It's like people.
They don't know yet, but
People write manifestos all the time.
Yeah. But so he ended up owning some farmland in Western Australia. And in 1970, when he was 45, he declared his farmland to be a sovereign state, which was the Hutt River province, later changed to the Principality of Hutt River. And it was in response to a dispute with the government over wheat production quotas. That's how it all started. They just said they set quotas of how much wheat they had to produce. The Castley family described these quotas as draconian. So they were very,
Dragons. No?
essentially, draconian meaning like the Nazis were just draconian.
Whoa.
Like it's the most
Oh my
extreme,
gosh. Whoa.
like authoritarian way to describe a government. And that's how strongly they felt about these wheat production quotas.
what?
So they said, well, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be a part of your country anymore.
Not going
And
to take
they-
this section of land
Yeah.
for us.
And they declared the principality to be a sovereign state, and the 5 other families who owned farmland in Hutt River joined them. And so this is historically how a lot of micronations start. They start sort of out of protest or some sort of government dispute, but very few take it as far as Hutt River did. And the main reason they were the closest to ever becoming actually legitimized in Australia is because of a technicality.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
So Leonard was in correspondence with like the governor of Western Australia, who barely gave him the time of day, but also the governor general, because he declared independence from Australia, but he still maintained his allegiance to the Queen. And that's how he almost pulled this off because of the Commonwealth technicalities.
Wow.
So he was talking to the Governor General, and at one point, the Governor General inadvertently addressed him as the administrator of Hutt River Province.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
And he claimed that constituted a legally binding recognition of the principality as a state, and he was kind of right.
Wow. He was really gunning for it. He's like, yeah,
He was full on gunning for it. And because Australia's still part of the Commonwealth, and
Yeah.
the Commonwealth has, as you know from a few weeks ago with the UK laws, they have a lot of archaic laws that just have never been changed. So after he had his state recognized in name in a legal document, he named himself His Majesty Prince Leonard I of Hutt,
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
and then cited the British Treason Act of 1495.
Oh, what constitutes the treason?
which provides that the de facto king of a nation cannot be guilty of treason in relation to any act against the lawful king, and that anyone who interfered with that monarch's duties could be charged with treason. So because he was still loyal to the queen,
Yeah.
and he himself was a monarch of a somewhat recognized
Area of land.
then Australia acting on him was treason to him.
Well, that is.
That's
that-
so sneaky.
Look, for a guy that left school at 14,
It's
this
pretty
is
damn
elaborate and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I you know what? I'm Team Leonard.
Yeah, absolutely.
King-
The hustle
King
is
Leonard.
great.
No,
Yeah,
Prince Leonard. Prince Leonard.
The Prince. Yeah, wow. That is incredible.
Yeah, and so obviously none of these laws are reflected in the Australian Constitution, but under Commonwealth law, he kind of pulled it off. And in the decades that followed, they just went all out making They had currency. They had the Hutt River dollar, which this is one of my personal favorite details because it just had a 1-to-1 value with the Australian dollar.
That's
Where
amazing.
could you spend it?
In Hutt
just in Hutt
Only in
River
Hutt.
Only in
Hutt,
I guess. Yeah. They had stamps. They had passports. None of these things recognized by Australia again, but
Yeah.
they tried. And what they really spent decades trying to do were the embassy attempts. As I mentioned in the question,
Yeah.
the embassy in Dubai. So they spent a long time contacting different consulates in different countries, trying to, because basically the main way to get recognized as a country is you need to have other countries
Recognize it.
you. So they were contacting almost every consulate trying to get at least one person to say, yeah, these guys are legit. And they never pulled it off. But the closest they got was in Dubai, where a self-proclaimed ambassador did try to establish an embassy for Hutt River in the UAE and they offered travel documents from Dubai as Hutt River passports. And three people ended up actually getting arrested and charged.
Wow.
And Australia did put out an official notice saying Australian government does not recognise the Hutt River province. The Australian the Australian ambassador to the United Arab Emirates today said the embassy was operating in Dubai and allegedly selling travel documents. They put out this full statement saying this is not legit. But man,
So this guy in Dubai, he was self-proclaimed as well. Did he have his own kind of micronation?
Yeah, was this
that he
another micronation in Dubai?
almost. Well, so the principality only had 23 people living there.
Okay.
only?
they-
That's still
It's
double
pretty good,
digits.
yeah.
That's-
But they claimed a worldwide citizenry of 14,000 people. Because they became such a tourist attraction and they became so big online that you could basically just sign up as a citizen online from anywhere in the world. And so this guy was an ambassador for them that tried to establish it in Dubai. And only after he got arrested, Leonard then said, "Oh, we're not affiliated with him. He only came here one
All
time."
right, Leonard.
you know.
Yeah, all right, man. No worries. Damn.
But yeah, it's just an amazing story. Leonard unfortunately passed away a few years ago.
Oh,
Oh, we could have got him on the pod.
yeah,
I
we
know.
should have.
He would have happily too.
Yeah.
But before that, he abdicated his monarch position to his son Graham, who unfortunately ended the province 5 years ago in 2020 after
way.
the ATO said, by the way, you guys owe us like
So much
$3 million
money.
in tax. And he went, you know what? We had a good run.
That's
It's been
it.
50 years. And yeah.
Do you accept hot dollars? Time for a mid-show mini. Yes, that is right, everyone. But we are not doing it alone. Not only do we have Danielle here with us, we have brought in the big guns.
Who have we got?
And this man does not skip a beat.
Oh.
It is, of course, Skip. Hey, Skip, how you doing?
Hi, gang.
Skip, for those who aren't aware with who the heck you are, who the heck are you?
I'm Skip. I'm the operations director. So essentially, I'm responsible for making sure we roll out about 230 shows around Australia and America each and every week.
Wow. That is, well, Skip, well done. Round of applause. Can you touch ever so briefly on the New York launch recently? Because you went over with Steph to New York for our first ever American show. How was that?
It was amazing. It was my first trip to New York, which was very exciting. But we've started at a venue, an Australian venue over there called Old Mates, which I'm sure a lot of people have probably seen in the news. They've had quite a bit of coverage of late. So they're an Australian sort of theme bar. But while we were there, we also had a lot of meetings with other venues all around New York. We've started another venue there, which is called Slange. Sort of an Irish bar in the East Village. They started last week with a very good start. And just today, we've actually signed up another venue in New York in Williamsburg called Round Table Brewing. So they're going to be starting next month.
Wow. Incredible.
Yes.
Skip,
Brother.
I appreciate the hustle and thank you for everything you do. But I fear that today may be more challenging for you because we are going to
Bring
play
it on.
we're going to play Think You Know It All. Ooh. Skip, do you remember when, just before you left to New York, we all had that lovely work outing? We went to the restaurant?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So at the table there, with the cutlery, you know how the cutlery sits in a little paper bag on the table?
It did. I remember it very well.
Yeah. So this one had trivia attached to that piece of paper.
It was amazing.
Do you remember any
Very
of the
clever.
questions?
I do not remember any of the questions.
Well, I look, I'm not going to name this company, whoever made this, but I think some of the questions are a little bit silly and a little bit flawed and a little bit hard, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
So there are 15 questions here, so you're all going to get 5 questions each. Okay? As we're going to go like around the table.
I like that.
Okay, so Skip, do you want to go first, second, or third?
I'd like to go last.
Okay,
I think
you'll
that's
be
good. I
be
think
third.
that's
Okay.
Gonna see the competition before he swoops on in.
This is just basic trivia, everyone, so you can play along at home. But the Quizmeisters did not write these questions. Okay.
And if there is any similarity in future weeks, it is pure coincidence.
Purely coincidence. If the next quiz happens to have 15 of these questions, don't worry about it. Okay, so if Skip wants to go last, we will start with Julian.
Okay.
Everyone, fingers on buzzers. Not really. You don't need to buzz in. We're going around. Okay, Julian.
Yes.
Question number 1. What is the hashtag symbol technically called?
Pound symbol?
No, I don't know. I'm just going to read out the answers that they've given us, okay?
Okay.
Incorrect. It is a octothorpe.
Oh my God.
My favorite Olympian, octothorpe. Danielle.
He's
Yes.
a long jumper, isn't he?
Yeah. Danielle. Question number 2 now. The unicorn is the national animal for where?
The place we were just talking about with oh my God, Scotland.
Yes, correct. Correct.
I got performance anxiety.
Skip.
Yes.
Question number 3. How many Grammys did Elvis win? And no Googling. Because you could very easily do that right now.
Yeah, I very easily could, but who would know this without being an absolute Elvis nutter, I guess? I'm going to say 12.
Incorrect. 3. Julian.
Okay.
Yes.
What do Miss Piggy and Yoda have in common?
Is it, I mean, I don't know their name, but are they hold on. I was going to say, are they voiced by the same person? But now I'm thinking, is it just Henson? Is it Jim Henson? Is he the similarity?
I mean, you're like on fire right now. You're absolutely on fire.
They're both right?
It is.
Douse this boy in water.
It is voiced by the same. The answer I have here is voiced by who?
Jim
Frank
Henson?
Oz.
No.
No, it's Frank Oz. Yes, Skip gets the point. But what a strange way to word a question. What do Miss
Yeah.
Piggy and Yoda have in common? You could say they're both puppets. They
Yeah.
both have iconic voices.
I'm going with the green thing. Like, she's not green, but
she's not
she's like
green.
married to Kermit, who's
She's
green.
married to Kermit, who is good. They both like green.
No, they split up.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
It was a big thing.
Whoa.
My
Whoa.
goodness.
Okay, I also do divorce
It
parties.
was in the papers.
Yeah, I think I actually do remember hearing about this and found out
All
that
over the
true love
tabloids.
was not real. Okay, so we got 1 point to Skip, 1 point to Danielle. Julian, you need to pick up your
I'm
game.
on nil, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Question number 5 for Danielle. The oldest person recorded lived to what age?
117.
Close, 122. Skip. Which country has a whopping 267,570 islands?
Oh, I know.
Canada?
Julian for the steal.
Sweden?
It is Sweden. All right.
Oh, get out.
Things are leveling up in the room. We are all tied, I think. Julian,
Yes.
Buckingham Palace has how many rooms? It's real easy, isn't it, Skip?
750.
Whoa. Holy. What?
Is
No, it was close. 775.
Oh.
That is way close to the money.
See, this is why
Almost worth
Caden.
a point, but
Yeah, almost.
This is why Caden
But not.
doesn't like number answers.
No,
Because
these are good tiebreakers.
They're
good tiebreaker
so
question.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Danielle, what is the longest English word with one vowel?
One vowel. Oh.
None of these have been fact checked, by the way.
I have a guess.
Okay, we'll see how.
can I ask
Danielle
how many
goes.
letters it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll allow that. It is. I'm just counting on my hands for all those people listening at home.
No.
I think 8 or 9.
Okay, that's
Oh. Because like Egypt doesn't have any vowels in it.
What's
Wait, did you say vowels?
With only one vowel.
Oh, my brain was thinking syllables.
No.
One vowel.
That's
One
not-
vowel.
Syllables aren't real, man. We
Yeah.
discussed that.
Vowel.
Oh, I see.
Do we have what it starts with? Because this is a.
Oh my goodness, we are okay.
We are-
It's S.
It starts with
There's
S.
got to be a Y in there, doesn't there?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
There is no Y in the word.
Whoa!
Oh.
I'm thinking like a.
No why, no how, no when. Danielle, I'm going to need an answer.
I was going
okay.
along the like the.
Hang on. When you say one, I've got to be specific. When you say one vowel, is that vowel repeated or is it just like?
It is not repeated. It's
One-
used
one-
once.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Then I say shamalama ding dong and be correct.
It is not shamalama ding dong.
Damn.
Skip, Julian, any guess? Any guess for this?
It's not a proper
I
noun.
was-
It's not like a country or something.
No, it's not a country.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
thinking it's something that like ends in like a like length, but that's not like it's got a lot of consonants to end.
Skip, you are on
Um,
fire. You're on fire right now.
I can't think of anything that would be
All right.
9 letters.
I'll have this round. No points, but it was strength. You were so close with length.
No.
Strength has a lot of letters.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, you could. Does that have an S on the end?
Strengths. Yeah. Sorry.
Mm.
Strengths.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. I was going to say because you could add an S.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I
Strengths.
hate that so much.
Okay. Skip.
Yes.
One day on Venus takes how many Earth days? Poorly worded.
One day on Venus takes how many Earth days?
What a horribly worded question.
Give them back, Venus.
Oh, I think it's like 6 months or something, isn't it? It's like 180 days.
No. Apparently it's
No.
3?
oh, hang on. How long did you say? Sorry.
Like 180.
No. It is 243.
No, okay.
Oh.
But it was a big number.
I knew it was long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Julian.
Yep.
A group of flamingos is called what?
Oh. No, you go. You go.
I think I know this too.
I know
Yeah,
it.
I'm
We've
getting
had it in a
crushed.
quiz.
I don't know. I'll guess like a ballet or something.
No.
It's closer to the word itself.
Flamboyance.
Yes.
Mm.
Point to Danielle.
Yep.
Point to Danielle. I think Danielle's winning. I think all of us Skip's on 1.
I think
Julian's
I'm
on
just
1.
One, yeah.
Danielle's on 2.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Danielle.
Hey.
Here we go. The shortest war, the Anglo-Zanzibar War, was how long?
We had the pastry war last
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
The pastry war was what, 3 months?
Yeah.
This one substantially shorter.
I think that.
I'm gonna go 2 days.
Incorrect. Anyone for the steal? Skip or
I think
Julian?
it's like 2 hours.
I was gonna say 7 hours.
Do you want to give it to someone who's closer or?
Closest to
Yeah.
without going over. Standard rules.
Okay, well, you both went over. Apparently, it was 38 minutes,
I had that number
which
in my
is
head
just
for some
crazy.
reason. Yeah.
Oh, I don't-
Okay, Skip. Which
Yes.
country has more lakes than anywhere else?
This surely has to be Canada.
It is Canada, correct.
Oh, well done.
Crushed it. Okay.
I flew over Canada going to New York and I saw a lot of lakes.
Oh,
They were all frozen.
land of the lakes.
Yeah, nice. Well done. Okay, Julian. How many grapes are in a bottle of wine?
Is it an exact number?
that
It
can't be an exact
Yeah.
number every single time.
They are asking for an exact number,
Okay, I'm gonna say.
which is just absolutely crazy.
I'm gonna say. I don't know to go if it's like way higher than I think, I'll say 250.
It is 700 apparently. I looked it up and they said the average bottle is between 600 and 800. So according
They just went down the middle.
yeah, they were like, all right, it has to be 700. So like a bottle of wine is not going to be less of a bottle of wine if it has like 694 grapes.
Yeah.
I think that's ridiculous. Okay.
The bottle I was talking about was actually a 200 ml bottle.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, we are in the. This is the final two questions here, and so
Well,
Julie,
I'm
you
out.
need to steal.
Oh,
you need
okay.
to steal because we have
got your
two
buzzer, you're
points
ready.
to Danielle, 2 points to Skip, one for Julian. You need to steal both of these for the win, Julian. Okay.
And
here
who's
we
our
go.
question writer again?
Who's out? Yeah, that is Julian, the
Last
question
time-
right. Hey, these are great questions.
Look, last time I was on the pod, there was lots of bravado on that side of the table regarding questions.
Hey, this is
What are you talking about?
this is the time to sort this out. We got too many question writers in the room. Okay, Danielle, this one's easy as. Question number 14. Orange was first used to describe the fruit. Wait, what? Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, I
this
know
is
where this
this
is
is
going.
horrible. Orange was first used to describe the fruit or color.
The color.
It's the fruit, right?
It is the fruit, Julian, for the
Oh,
steal.
shit.
It's all leveled up.
Oh,
Skip, this is
goddamn.
yours.
Oh, it's
This
all
is
on me.
yours to run away with here.
Hang on. I'm ready to steal now.
And I want the exact number here to the decimal place, Skip.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 15. What was the coldest temperature recorded?
Oh.
Skip first.
What? On Earth?
Yeah, I know it's stupid. It's not specific. There is nothing. It just is what was the coldest temperature recorded. They've given it to us in Celsius.
Well, I'm going to assume that it's probably Antarctica.
That's not a Celsius number, bro.
I know it's not. I know that's not a number.
Just Antarctica degrees Celsius.
Negative 90 degrees.
It's not exact. Give me a decimal point.
A decimal. Negative 90.1 degrees.
Okay, negative 90.1. All right. Skip, that's your guess locked in. Julian?
Well, here's the thing. It's a crazy question because so it doesn't even say on Earth, right?
No, not at all.
So this could be during the Ice Age. This could be on Jupiter. This could be anything.
Yeah,
but I'm going to
correct.
assume as well that it means Antarctica. So, and I think you're very, very close. And I would say negative 91.2.
91.2. Danielle?
I'm going to
Yours
put
for the taking.
I'm going to put a caveat in there because a few weeks ago we had a question about absolute zero, which is an actual recorded coldest temperature ever, which is much colder than that.
Is it?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't
So
know.
is this just the outside temperature or
Oh, look,
manufactured?
That's what I mean, again,
there's
a fully crafted question.
There is zero description on this. And I can, Danielle,
All right.
cold, and I am talking good. Don't go absolute zero.
Okay.
Stick with what this silly piece of paper thinks is real.
So we had negative 90.1, negative 90 point,
91.
oh, 91.2.
Two.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut between in a sneaky maneuver and go negative 90.8.
Oh, wow.
Oh, sneaky move.
This is very interesting. I can
Now,
reveal.
if you're going, can I just confirm if we're going closest without going over because we're dealing with negative numbers? Does that flip it around?
Oh, no.
Without going under.
Hang on.
With-
Yeah, whoa.
Without pulling a
This is too
Titanic.
much. This is too much for me. I can't do the math.
I mean, I feel like we're currently all tied up, yes?
yeah, it's
So-
all gonna happen.
So it would it be worth giving the answer and putting it out to our listeners to decide?
With all the lack of clarification we pointed out.
Absolutely not. We need this decided right now. I'm going to.
I need closure.
Yeah, we all need closure on this. So Skip, I'm going to reveal the answer now, and you will tell me who's won because I can't work it out in my head. According to this silly little piece of paper, the coldest temperature recorded is negative 97.78.
Well, that would be Julian.
Oh my
Shit.
goodness gracious me. We love an underdog story. Wow. Well, all I have to say
Thank
is
you, guys.
everyone was a very fierce competitor in
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And that was truly some of not the greatest questions we've ever had on this podcast. That is wrong questions only.
That is, yeah.
Wrong questions only right there. Skip, thank you so much for being here for this.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on, I believe, the highest rating Quizmeisters podcast out there.
Yeah, the number one Quizmeisters podcast in the world. Skip, do you have any messages for the people? What do you want them to know?
Just get out and keep quizzing. And if you're in America, stop by and check out one of our shows.
Beautiful. Succinct. We love it. Skip, we thank you so much for being here. Goodbye, Skip.
Oh, bye, Skip.
Bye-bye, Skip.
Thanks, team.
We love you.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Bye.
My goodness gracious me. Wow. What an episode
That was
of
a
the
big one.
podcast. Well, Danielle, what was your highlight today?
My highlight being here.
That's right. That's right. Preach it. Julian, your highlight?
You know what my highlight was.
Of course. I thought he'd ask the Micronation.
Oh, yeah.
Micronations. My highlight was that horrible quiz that we just did. I really did not enjoy that.
Both the highlight and the low light.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, thank you all so much for listening to yet another edition of Wrong Answers Only, the Quizmeisters After Show. We will be back next week with more crazy nonsense. Thank you, Danielle, for being here.
Thank you.
We
Thank you,
appreciate you. Danielle will no doubt be back in like 2 weeks, so we'll see you then. Danielle will be a regular, and we're very happy about that. And hey, Danielle is actually wearing a cap, which is some Quizmeisters merch. If you want to merch yourself up, go to shop.quizmeisters.com and you can cop a sweet deal. And if you want to call into the podcast, we'll be listening to the hotline next week. So get your calls in at speakpipe.com/Quizmeisters. We'd love to hear from you, and we want the phone going off the hook. But until then, it is goodbye from me.
It is goodbye from me.
And me.
Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only.